Welcome back, students. Let's wrap up our work on logarithms for the day. Before we do, let's practice a little more with our exponents. Exponents and logarithms are very closely related to each other. If you can do these exponent problems in your head, it'll make doing the logarithm problems much easier. What do we know about negative exponents? A negative exponent just means reciprocal. 2 to the negative 1 means reciprocal of 2. 2 to the negative 2 means take 2 and square it and take the reciprocal. 2 squared is 4. The reciprocal is 1/4. 2 to the third is 8. The reciprocal of 8 is 1/8. 2 to the negative fourth means take 2 to the fourth power, then take its reciprocal. Let's try 3's. 3 to the negative 1 power means reciprocal of 3. If I take 3 and square it, and then take the reciprocal, 1/9. 3 to the third is 27. The reciprocal of 27 is 1/27. And if I multiply 3 times itself 4 times, and then take the reciprocal, I get 1/81. We see these numbers over and over again, 81 and 8 and 9 and 4. They are perfect squares and they are perfect cubes. And they come up in math, in exponent, and in logarithm problems over and over again. Let's practice our 5's. The reciprocal of 5 is 1/5. If I take 5 and square it, and then take the reciprocal, 1/25. 5 to the negative third power means to multiply 5 times itself 3 times, and then take the reciprocal. Keep an eye out for these numbers in the homework assignments. They'll happen often. When your exponent is a fraction, well, here's what that means. 25 to the 1/2 power is the same as the square root of 25. The square root of 25 is 5. We don't bother writing this. We read this as square root 25. 49 to the 1/2 power is the square root of 49. I know that's 7. The square root of 49 is 7, just like the square root of 25 is 5. 27 to the 1/3 power means cube root of 27. Cube root of 27 has got to be a small number that I can multiply times itself 3 times and get 27. That's 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 8 to the 1/3 power means cube root of 8. And I know the cube root of 8, that's 2. Keep these numbers in mind. They'll come up often in the problems we're about to do. One tool that we'll use often in the problems that are coming up is the fact that logarithmic form and exponential form are 2 different ways of showing the same information. If I have a problem in logarithmic form, log base 5 of 25 equals 2, I can always rewrite it in exponential form. This 2 becomes the exponent. This base is the base. The 25 goes there. We'll use this in the problems that are coming up. Here's 3 problems that look a lot like your homework problems. If you can do these in your head, that's great. All you're required to write down on your paper is the problem and the answer underneath it. I'm going to translate these into exponential form so that they're easier to solve. In exponential form, I know this x is the exponent that goes on that 5. X is the exponent that goes on the 5 and turns it into 1/25. Well, what exponent would do this work? This is a reciprocal, so my answer is going to be negative. What exponent changes 5 into 25 is a 2. I like x equal -2 as my answer. If my exponent is -2, 5 to the -2 power means reciprocal and square it. Great. Let's try it again. Log base 2 of 1/16 equals x. Let's rewrite that in exponential form. That x is the exponent that changes 2 into 1/16. This looks like a reciprocal, so my exponent must be negative. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. That's 2 to the 4th. If my exponent is -4, 2 to the -4 power means take 2 to the 4th, that's 16, and then take the reciprocal, that's 1/16. Look at number 3. If I translate that into exponential form, this x is the exponent that goes on that 3, changing it into 1 over 27. That looks like a reciprocal, so my exponent must be negative, and 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. To do number 4, I'm going to rewrite this in exponential form. 1/3 is the exponent that goes on that 64. 1/3 is the exponent that goes on that 64 and changes it into x. Well, I know that 64 to the 1/3 power means the cubed root of 64. And the cubed root of 64 is 4. So my answer must be 4. 64 to the 1/3 power means cubed root of 64, which is 4. Let's try number 5. To translate this into exponential form, 1/2 is the exponent that goes on that 25. 1/2 is the exponent that changes 25 into x. For my final answer, 1/2 power means square root, and the square root of 25, that's 5. For number 6, in exponential notation, 1/4 is the exponent that goes on that 81 and changes it into x. I know that a 1/4 exponent is the same as a 4th root. And the 4th root of 81 is 3. So my answer must be 3. 81 to the 1/4 power means the 4th root of 81, and the 4th root of 81, that's 3. All right, your turn. Go work some homework. I'll see you later on today.